Live trading today. This is me, Scott, and I am here with Michael. How are you, Michael?
Hey, Scott, what's going on?
Good.
I'm
And
good.
how's everyone in the chat? You all right there? Good. Let me know. Listen, post anything any tickers you've got you want us to take a look at. Post it in the chat, and we will take a look as soon as we've done the intro. All right, so we have a few tickers running today. Michael, what have you got on watch? Anything?
Yeah, like always, got a couple of those earnings. DPZ, Domino's Pizza, bouncing up. Also LI, Nvidia, of course.
Yep.
And you know what? Today I'm going to challenge myself to trade small cap.
Really?
Yeah, I see HOLO, HOLO, and I mean, that's moving nicely. Also LU and R. So those two are on my radar. But I'll wait for your analysis first.
So HOLO's the one that's been to $100 already, yeah? Is that right? Last week, yeah. But we are seeing momentum this morning. So yeah, where could this go? I mean, let's have a look. Let's have a quick look here. So this absolutely smashed my normal kind of benchmarks here, and it pretty much went and done a double run, I believe, of its first run. So it boxed out kind of up here, really spiked up there, closes just off, and now it's resting back down. Now this was a split stock, and I do love splits. They do have room, reverse splits. In fact, they kind of have this pattern of splitting a few days before or 2 weeks before, and then they can go supernova sometime after that. So it's always good to keep these on your watch. So, now
you can share your screen though.
Sorry. Now we good?
No, the screen, not the camera. It was.
Sorry, my bad.
No worries.
Here we go. Okay, so we have HOLO that's I think I'd argue could be a backside pop but it did go to $100, right? So I'm not sure if this is a backside pop. It really is backside considering any other kind of stock that does go supernova. But what I could have on it today, let's have a quick look down, drop down the time frame. I am thinking, so a quick look. Right. So, yes, so if it hasn't already done its short pop, there's my bogey level that sits in the middle of these two, which is very close. But I would say HOLO is in a benchmark 1. Benchmark 2 is up there at 13. Anything else level with that? Yeah, there's a previous resistance sitting up there. Yeah, I don't know whether I'd rather short this higher up, but let's see how it goes on HOLO.
I mean, I'm looking at the 14, maybe 1350. 1350, yeah, would be my idea short on that. Yeah, just waiting for the pop. What else do you get there?
I have ASTI at the moment. It's kind of peaked up to 115 and is now sitting at 87. I had this from these last. Yeah, so it's already hit benchmark 1. I have benchmark 2 sitting up here at 150, 160, but I'll be careful of this one because the first thing I need it to crack would be this sell side liquidity. So from there, So it's almost a retest of that benchmark one, and there will be sell side liquidity sitting there as well. So if we can push up to that and break, then there's every possibility we can get to 150, 160 on this one. Yeah, it looks nice at the moment, Asti. It's holding its gains. What are you looking at on Domino's, Michael?
So DPZ, basically on the pre-market, we don't see a lot of activity right now. Just gapping up to 460 or so. If you go into the hourly chart, or on the hourly chart, or even the daily, that's all-time high. Let's see. Nope, not yet. So I'll share my screen for a sec. Okay. Okay, the daily chart, I'm looking at the daily chart right now. It's going to open at around 460. So if I'm zooming in, I'm always looking for the support resistance level. You can see this tiny gap that is still open at around 480. That's a lot, but still I'm going to mark it because a stock of $400 could easily move $20 a day. So I'll mark those two levels. Let's have another look at around, like I said, 460. That's where we are at right now. Don't really like the 453, although that's a nice level, but not quite sure about it. Not too clean. So I'll wait until I see some pop to the upside. So we got those two resistance levels at 473, 480. And if the price will reach those levels, we can try to short it from that top. We will have to wait until the market will open to understand it more.
Okay, I'm just taking a look to see where business might be conducted there this morning. Let's just have a quick look here. So let's put that down as a, let's change this. So I'm thinking, so I've got up here at 494, 496. It's literally paused at a benchmark this morning on the gap up, which is kind of very small cap-esque. But at the moment, I'd say best execution sitting up there at 482 and 440 as the buyers, they're like the bidders for best execution. That's some way off, and that is because it's had some decent range this morning in pre-market. So yeah, I'm again, I'll wait for the open on this one. If I just remove this background color a second, I'll be able to give me some. That's it. So we have a sell side liquidity pool here. That's key for me for this stock going any higher. If we break that, then I'd like to get in and see something up to 482 to see if there are sellers. If there are no sellers there, then we should be clear up there to 492 or so. So that's what I'm looking at on Domino's today. And you mentioned
LI. Yeah, Rocco also mentioning LI and LU and R. One of yours, a small cap. We can check that as well.
Sure, let's take a look. So LI. Let's remove what we've got on here so far. So the daily on LI.
It's basically ADR. So I'm not a big fan of those stocks like the ADR.
I know what you mean. So I've got sellers liquidity. We're right in that sellers liquidity pool here. So that's quite an easy one. If we break 36.22, we should see something to the upside. I'm looking. The daily's got legs on it. The daily's really got legs on this. If you can break that,
yeah.
Daily's looking, 42 to 44, and even higher up there. I won't mark that in, but 54 further down the line. Let's benchmark that out. So yeah, if we can break what are we on? Am I on the daily? What are we pre-market? We haven't already got up there, have we? We're already close up there, in the pre-market.
39, yeah.
So Yeah, we're already up there. So very close to that benchmark. I'd be wary of what can happen in that benchmark. Sometimes it's good for a pullback and rest just before it wants to run again. So I'll check that out. But yeah, certainly it's still got room to the upside for a couple of dollars here. If it's really crazy, it's got that 55 level on it as well. But yeah, let's see if we can push up and then perhaps pull back on the on the open there, on the open volume.
Yeah, let's have a look at the LUNR.
LUNR.
Tell me what you think. That's 747 right now, so roughly $2 down.
Yeah, I'm thinking. So what we got? Double top into benchmark 2. Beautiful pattern at the top there to short. Now we are looking backside. And what do we got here? So backside, I'd like to see a pop up to this kind of late 8s area. Okay, so I'm looking at a short side liquidity pool here. What have we got? Between 850 and 930, but I'm really looking for that rejection or that pin bar in there. What have we got to the other side? What's everyone else looking at? I think everyone else would be looking at kind of that level again to short, which is higher. The bottom of that zone would be smack. So this previous kind of ledge that it built here would be smack in the middle at 895. So I think regular short sellers would be coming in at the round number at 10 or 9 here, and we have a sell side liquidity support at 9. So Luna would be good short at 9 for me. So from around 9, you're saying? I think 9 for a short. Yeah, any break of that could see you test up higher, which they did leave a liquidity pool up here that they never went for in the end. So, yeah. So I think I got the levels from the hourly chart with no pre-market, and basically there are many gaps also still open. That could be also a great place, as you mentioned, the shorting it from around 9. Going all the way to the 825, and if we break it again, the gap is still open all the way to the 730. Maybe in those areas, trying to look for the upside as well. That's my thought. Okay, let's see what Mate is in the chat there, and Mate is looking at Tesla, Mara, MU Coin, Nvidia, and RIVN. RIVN. Got another one there, BRK, is that? Not sure if it's available. Okay, let's take a look. RIVN on the hour. A significant drop here. Daily. It's fallen out of bed for sure. Tough one. If I look down a level, where would I'd expect that to... Have we already gone past that? Right, we're right at... Are we right there? So we're literally to the downside, we're at benchmark 2 there. So I definitely like to see a bounce from here, even though it's just absolutely tanking. If that fails, then it's got even further short on it. But just for me, benchmark 2, it has a higher probability of just, and it's literally stalling there as well. So it's literally Friday's low, pre-market low now, aftermarket low, and pre-market low. So let's see what it's got above that. I mean, we're talking really small ranges here, but just if we went on the aftermarket data, up there to 1070, I think. If we can hold these highs, it's up there to 1070 on RIVN. Looks like a nice one if it works out that way. Add that to the level. PANW from Jonathan. PANW. Yeah, I also watched it. Not a lot of volume, but could be a nice runner for today as well. What's that done? So that's kind of... Oh, right, yeah. Okay. So I had this already marked up as a buy-side liquidity down here at massive range of, dollar-wise, but still, that's the range it's had. We've had a little pop off that. So 200 EMA. as well. So let's have a look what I could see off this. So coming out of these lows from a few days ago is the key level. Now, if we block at that first zone, which we do, so let's just bring that up and say, yep, that's this. So now we're acknowledging this one. So I think, let's move these off a second. I think we're looking towards 304. If we can, you know, it doesn't matter a little pop down or whatever, but if we can hold these EMAs in the pink here, that would be really nice on the open for a look to see if we can't get here to 303 this morning. There is another level further up if we want to do that. That's up there at 345, but maybe not today. But yeah, that looks good to me as well for a little comeback trade.
Nice. Yeah, so you're asking in the chat, Slava, you're asking about the copy trading. So technically you can copy trade. There is no like an app for that, so you can go and do that manually. Oh, and Gil reminding us that guys, hit the like button and also the subscription. Where is that nice animation that we made, Gil? Are you with us? I gotta find it. Okay, got it. Here we go.
There you go. There you go. Okay, so how are you feeling about trading these small caps then, Michael? Is this not normally your cup of tea, as I would say?
Not even close. I think I made like 5 trades on small caps all my career, yeah. But I guess I'll get it. I'm waiting. I like Olo better than LUNR, and I want to short that HOLO. Just waiting for it to reach the resistance we talked about.
Yep, that's good. Okay. So a quick look. I was looking at was it PayPal? PYPL. The Yenix in the chat there. I'm seeing PayPal at a sell side liquidity pool right now. It's putting in the right patterns as well for a sell side liquidity pool, and then we're probably building as well. So that sell side liquidity continuing to build down here again. We're writing it right now. So we've got a pull on pull here, if you like, and if this breaks at the top to 59, you could go ahead and go right to the top of the actual other pull, right? The higher time frame port, 59.66. Very precise, isn't it? So at the moment, if this sell side can hold and you see some rejection on the open and a drop below, I think there's a short on for PayPal today. Let's have a look, see what the benchmarks are telling us. Benchmark wise, see where we are. Yeah, smack in the middle of a benchmark, which is why you start to see that accumulation, those accumulation patterns occur at the top there. So for me, that, the buy trade was the gap here. The sell trade should be to the other side. So I'd literally be looking at that spread at the top that they've put in on that double top, essentially. I'll be looking for that to the downside. And we've already broken out of that accumulation zone. So this is kind of my textbook, really, a textbook play, so long as this sell side liquidity pool can hold here. So I think this is a short, potentially down to 58. That's the benchmark down there at 58 now. So that would be my target. And I'm guessing also a buy side liquidity pool. So that's a benchmark. If we was running up from these lows up to these highs, yeah, we're stacking a liquidity pool as well there. So that's what I have on PayPal for you. I'll just put that in just so we know there's a little level above that as well. Okay, so that's on PayPal.
Paolo, you're asking about the BRK. I believe we don't have it on the platform.
That's unusual. That's unusual these days.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's look what we're doing. So, what time we got? Got 10 minutes. Let's just have a little look at some of. I was looking at this AI stock as well. Oh, it's gone a bit middle in the. I was liking this sound. It's an AI play. and it had room to the top. And that's what I like about this is when it's done this kind of jump here from $2 to $4, and it starts to hold these buy side liquidity pools so well. If it can break that sell side liquidity pool, even this first one sitting here, so we've got one at 412, one at 430. That's where the gap comes in to 5 and to 560. So I'm liking Soundhound, SOUN as well. So keeping an eye on it. Likewise, if the buy side does fail, then you can have quick resolution from 360 for $1 down to 260. So, just both sides are always on. It's just the open gives us that indication, the initial indication. If sell side holds, we could look down. If the sell side cracks, then we do have a really nice gap up there to 5. Okay.
Nice. Let's have a look at the NASDAQ for a second, just before the opening bell. Or you want to take the route?
No, let's not. The roots are kind of a little play. I was looking at it. It'd been really holding this level quite well at the close on Friday. I was almost expecting it to break out of this for a short from 1650 for $1 down to 1550, but it's popped above pre-market. So I was literally just keeping an eye on that. So if this holds 715, we could have 1822 on roots today. On roots.
That's a nice number.
Sorry, Michael, what did you have? NQ.
Yeah, just a quick analysis on the NQ. So, as you can see, Nasdaq broke through a new high just a day ago on Friday. And actually, in my opinion, what we're looking at right now is still on a buy the dip mode. Although we are reaching the all-time high again, if we zoom in out, let's take the 4H. So you can see pretty easily we are still within the range that we talked about, like a nice, what it's called, like a channel, uptrend channel. And the upper side is right here at around 18,300. We talked about it in the last 2 weeks. And you can see very nicely that the price holding support on 200 EMA. First time, the second one, and then broke through a new high. In most cases, when we are so close to the upper level of the channel, we will try to reach it. So my quick analysis is that we're in the buy the dip mode, which means that every down move will be just to get more buyers in. So I don't know, on the hourly chart, I don't know if we will go straight up or first down, but if we will drop, then this is the area you want to pay attention to, between the 17,890 all the way to the 17,800. So roughly 90, 100 points. That should be the level where they will start buying again and push the price higher. You can also see the almost diversion in the MACD. So in order to get the negative diversion, you will have to see the price moving higher, break into a new high, basically. And the MACD, instead of reaching to a new high, will stay roughly here, and then it will drop. So you will have dropping highs while price creating new higher highs. That will give us the negative diversion in the MACD. And together with this resistance at around 18,300, that could give us the nice push to the downside. So as I see it, at least for now, we're in the buy the dip situation, either drop into support, pop in from there, or maybe even just consolidating, creating like a bull flag or so, and continuing to the upside. So this is...
Michael, what did you say that lower level was on the hourly?
It
could come down to
17,800.
17,800, right? Okay, let's mark that up.
So roughly 100 points of the low. So if it will drop to this, I will be happy to start buying it at around between the 900 to the 800.
Okay, I've got it. I've got it. Yeah, it's. I've got this kind of small channel here on it that is working through at the moment. That it just on the smaller time frame, because I broke out of this kind of accumulations zone that I saw at this kind of, but now this is a big buy pull, right? It does have literally the lows on this liquidity ball down there at 850. So it could go down there, like you said, suck up some of that before it wants to go off again on that, on buying the dip. Although it could, purely because it's broken out of this area, it could, for me, go up to kind of that 18,000 level before to retest that previous high it got to. But you know, like you said, that is a serious high that we've come back off. So it's, I don't know if this is going to play out, but we'll see. I don't know if it's going a little bit higher first before it does dip down for that deeper into that liquidity pool. The open will give us a clue.
Yeah. Sounds good. 4 minutes to go. Starting the week. Still few nice and important stocks that will report this week. It also will give us the drive for the market, and also for specific stocks that we can trade tomorrow and on Wednesday. We have a special guest, I believe, on Wednesday. Maybe
who we got?
I would have to check.
Oh, too special to
very special.
Okay, I gotcha.
Right. But next week we definitely have Saul, the CEO of the Fivers, is going to jump in on Tuesday. He's actually a forex trader, and we're going to do some interesting competition with him to see how can he handle trading stocks.
Good idea. PayPal has just kind of rejected pre-market, that level that we mentioned earlier, just for your information there. So just keep an eye on that PayPal trade. If that continues on the open, the push could be down to 58, so there'd be 80 cents in that for you. FRGT currently resting in its buy side liquidity pool with its sell side up there. So the indication on the open of a break of 245, a close under 245. We could see the downside. I'd much rather get up to 330 to consider that short. Bear it in mind, if you can break 350, there's still a 460 level setting up there for you. So it's very key on FRGT. I like this one on the small caps as well. This one. I'll give it a go. Luna's still here as well. Looking up there at that 9 level with just 2 minutes to go on the open. So let's see what we've got. So what's your tactics, Michael? Because we can normally like relax a little bit and let the first couple of minutes play out. Is that still what you're going to do?
No way. I'm again watching Holo, and I gotta be aggressive just because I gotta get it on those small caps today. So one option would be, like we said, shorting it around 13 something, 13 and a half. But the other option for me will be if it will drop below the 200 EMA. It's already made a nice pickup, right? And high volume coming in. That's a classic capitulation. So if it will drop and break the 200 EMA and retest the area of 950, 970, I'll try to short it. Maybe trying to get it all the way down to the 750, the lows of the pre-market. So that's one option. The other one is to wait until it will bounce, reaching this 1350 area, and then try to short it.
Okay.
I'm gonna be aggressive.
I'm waiting for that bell to go. I'm waiting for it.
Good morning, everybody. Let's do it.
All right, here we go.
Let's
see what we got. Let's see what we've got. FRGT. I'm looking at FRGT. I'm just going to switch my audio onto my scanners here so I can't hear what's popping. And FRGT does seem to be popping here. What's halted? Something's halted. Not FRGT. ZXZZT. Okay, so
popping.
FIGT's got that money flow. Let's see what we got here. Okay.
Nvidia and Tesla running nicely.
Hollow's making that pop. He's looking. Hollow's trying it. He's trying. He's just gone up there to the 1140s.
Yeah.
Couldn't push any higher than that initially on its first push. Let's see what that's got. Oh no, dropping down to 1050s now. Let's have a look. Luna's looking. Yeah, Luna's popping down as well at the moment. Hollow's holding. Yeah. Sorry, go ahead, Michael.
No, the market, the Nasdaq is pushing strongly to the upside. Tesla and Nvidia doing the same. Domino Pizza just started to move.
Okay, so what we were testing out here is a little kind of buy side pull here. If we can get a break in the buy side pull, we'll see how we go. Okay, that's Hollow's holding Luna.
Also watching LUNR. It didn't push to the 9s, so maybe it will be interesting to start shorting it at around 7. That's a tough one. There's a closed gap at 670, so not a lot of space.
ZVSA is being called out as well. That was on the scanner early doors this morning. That is long. Where have we got up there? We've got room that's just broken. ZVSA, can we get this up quick enough? I want this. ZVSA, come on.
Just a tiny pullback.
Come on, give me something. A little pullback. Okay. Let's check what we got there. That was a big push. It seems to have not got a halt called out yet, but it's looking. Did I get that trade on? It's grayed out. It's got to be halted, but I've not heard it called out on the scanner yet. That's our reason.
LIARM running nicely, both of them.
Yeah, it's definitely got a little bit more room on LI. So Luna, what is Hollow there? Root, yeah, on its way up. Yeah, Root wants 18. ZVSA still halted there, 183. No, I have not got that come up.
So CVNA, it does look nice, but the problem is the volume right now. We're less than 400,000. So let it play it just a little bit until we'll get more volume coming in.
Domino's. CPOP's on there again from last week. Okay, that took its time, but ZVSA was halted at 32. So looking for that to resume in 37 minutes past the hour. Root's trying that little push. It's 1760 at the moment. Got 1830 on there.
All oil started to run.
Okay. There it goes. I've got money flow coming in on Hollow right now. For that money flow to continue, it's got to break 1185. actually want to take a look at C-pop as well. Okay. I need 30 seconds on Hollow. All right.
ARM. Okay, so what are you doing in Hollow?
Well, that money flow came in, but it come in right at that sell side liquidity pool, right at the top of it, and it just didn't pop. That could have really popped up there to 1360, but it literally the tape just stopped. It's difficult as to whether that's a pullback and it's going to go again. I'm listening for that. I'm listening for that tape again, and here it is. And it's dropped again. So this is I don't think you guys can hear it when I've got it on. It's kind of an audible of how fast the tape is going for me.
DPZ is running nicely, breaking through a resistance right now. So we got a very strong rally on few stocks. Market is taking a tiny dip.
This is actually quite slow this morning. Let's see what we've got. Come on, I want this. I want it's Hollow. RIVN. Luna didn't attempt to get up there to 850. Root hit 18. Concentrating on Hollow, but Root hit the target on 18. That was the break above there. Never mind. Okay, let's see what we've got. So twice Hollow has had this kind of order flow come in and died off straight at that level about 1170. It's been defended both times to the sell side. SVSA is unhalted.
Wow, HRM running like crazy. ARM, sorry. I'm going to take a short position on DPZ. That's an aggressive one because not a lot of volume in, but it's playing with the level that I marked on the pre-market.
Right, ZVSA is benchmark 2 now.
Gonna wait just a tiny bit more. So I'm on DPZ right now. It reached one of the resistance level that we marked, and playing with the level. Not a lot of volume coming in, so this is why I'm still waiting. If I'll see a break of 468, I'm gonna go in.
Okay, I'm looking at Hollow long. Right, ZVSA is at my benchmark too. This is one. Okay, I'm just. Okay, I'm taking Hollow. I'm looking Hollow now. 1218. I've got Hollow 1218. Looking for 1350 if I can get it. The money flow came back in again. It's the third time it came back. So this time, I'm hoping we can get something out of it. Let's see if we can add some more here. If it continues to push, can we get some momentum? That money flow is coming in now. I'll add some more. Let's pause. That's 1271 for me.
Nice.
Is that a halt? Oh, I'm involved in a small cap halt.
Can't believe I didn't take it.
I'd swiped that. I've done a couple of tiny orders, and then I thought that was going to go short from it. So then I just covered it, sat back down for a couple of minutes, and then thought, right, heard it again, and then went long. So yeah, now involved in a halt. My opening price at 12.46 right now.
I'll be ready for the short side.
I'll be ready for the short side at $13.70 or $14 even, somewhere around there. That'd be good.
Yeah.
FRGT's got the money flow now. Hollow's been halted. Wow, that is below the pool. I'm not gonna do anything with that unless it can prove to me it can get above 260 right now. PayPal come off that level. It's still holding these lows at 580. Luna. I don't trust Luna at the minute either, really. Not to go higher yet. That's okay.
Nice movement R on the MU.
Okay, there is Soundhound looking for its sell side liquidity pool up there at $4.405. MRVI has been halted as well. What's on MRVI? Halted downside. Where's this come from? Oh, okay. We've got 15 cents off its benchmark 2. Okay, putting that on the watch list. See if that's going to gain more momentum to the downside. Where have I got this? What can stop that? Over here. Okay. So that was a resume. Sorry, my bad. That was a resume on MRVI. Halted there. Okay,
you know, the MU, I'm looking at MU right now. The one that Meitar and some guys did some profit on that. I think I just missed the short side, but I'll wait to see how it will react to the 90s, 89, 50, 90, because that's a nice level from the hourly chart. Maybe we can buy the dip at around this area. Let's see how it will react once reaching 90, 89, 50.
Okay, quick look back at Hollow. What time was that halt on Hollow? That was 14:40 and 14 seconds. So 45 and 14 seconds. I'm waiting for 2 minutes here on Hollow.
Nvidia dropping nicely. Market changing direction a little bit. But like I said in the pre-market, I'm just waiting for the pullbacks on the Nasdaq.
Okay, ZVSA. So that's benchmark 2. Looking to see what that can do here, because that's too aggressive for me to short right now. I do need to see some kind of acknowledgement and a pullback, a retest of a high. Otherwise, it can just rip. So I'm just waiting on that one. It's got a huge amount of money flow. I'm just checking, Michael. I'm not spamming the audio with my alert here, am I? Right? You can't hear that, correct?
No, we can.
Okay, cool. That was a huge amount of money flow, and it just stopped there at 240. 235 and 240 was definitely defended there. Need to see if we can get another tranche of orders coming in or what it will do there. But that, to me, everything got absorbed there at 235. What have we got for Hollow?
I promised I will trade today some small caps. Here we go, Hollow. Return.
Come on, Hollow. Come on, Hollow. Give me 1370s and we're good.
You can go home.
No. You hold 1350. Come on. YZVSA. Come on, Hollow. Let's hear that money flow coming in now. I want to hear that. Those orders hitting the tape. Come on, bidders. Where are you? Where have you gone? Come on. Come on. Here you go. Here you go. Here you go. Here you go. Come on. Just a little bit more. Just a little bit more. Oh.
Just touching that top.
Hollow, here it comes. So I'm just hearing it now. I'm just hearing it now. So if we can get someone now, I'll get that off very, very shortly. 1390. Come on. Here we go. Go on. Push, push, push. Okay, 1350 is being defended. There we go. One more push. Can we get one more push? It's difficult having my short target so close when I'm in the long run. Come on then, here we go. Can we get this 1350 defended again? Yeah, we go. There we go. Stock and roll, baby. I'm out of that one. Who's short? Are you going short, Michael? You said you were short. Yeah. Come on. 14. Hold on. Number.
Okay. I'm going to do that. Let's go. Short in HOLA. Oh, man, that's a tough one.
Well, I'm not hearing money flow, if that's any consolation. Oh no, I am right now.
Okay, that's good because I'm in. So let me know if you see something on the downside.
Okay.
Pushing strong. There we go. Let's see. I'm still not getting my signals at the moment for the switch or the reverse, but let's say that. Super aggressive. On the other end, I'm watching NVIDIA. If the market will turn, that's a great area for NVIDIA to turn as well.
Okay, watching Hollow here.
Okay, I entered Hollow, waiting for the drop. I gotta add more to my position to get a real trade from here. But again, this is a great area of resistance, but I'm not getting the full things I need in order to short it really. But I mean, so I'm gonna add, but I'm gonna wait for the right moment. On the other end, I'm watching NVIDIA as well. This is a trade for me. Start small on NVIDIA. What you got there on Hollow?
Just looking for a short side target here. So I'm looking at 11. If we can get something, if we can get, oh, just change that. Let's look at the 1 minute here a second. Okay. Let's see what we've got here. So can I get that? So I'm holding. That's so aggressive.
Yeah.
So aggressive to short this. Didn't like that. Defended that 1360 again.
That's a tough one. I don't know if it's looks like you want to run again, right?
It does look like wants to push again, yeah. So I'm just in now. I'm with you. I will cover this straight away though, because I don't want to risk what I've just. So just give it a minute. Just give it a minute. Don't want to close. I don't want to spike above that. Above right here. It's 1380. I do not want to spike above there. I want it to hold. Otherwise, this can go. Right, here we go. That's better. That's better. Second attempt at that level now. Can we drop? I really need to see a drop here now down to below 13.
I don't know if we will get it.
No, I don't think we're gonna. It doesn't feel like it.
Next resistance, what you got there on the chart? Above 14.
Way away. So I got 18 if it wants to break this.
I got intraday 15, pivot at 15. Maybe that will do it. Okay, but in order for it to work, I gotta add more to the position.
I've just added more and more and more and more. Right, okay.
Ooh, yeah, let's go.
There we go. So I'm looking for 11 here. I don't know if we'll get it straight off. That's a perfect entry there. We are halted.
Oh yeah, that's my first half.
Stop there, this shit. 1 sec. Oh, it's not great. It's actually
1209. No movement whatsoever.
Yeah, there's no movement. Oh, there you go. Yep, definitely. Right, ZVSA's got the money flow now. That does seem to be trying to make a climb out of where it went from. So sorry, go ahead, Michael.
What's the level for Holo for you? I see 12 at pre-market.
So the backside of what it broke is sometimes, I mean, that pool's gone, right? Any liquidity in there is completely gone. However, sometimes it can retest the back of it, but my target would definitely be 11 on this one if we can get it. But to be honest, I had it kind of 3 times in before that big spike down, so
it's a nice move to the downside. Another one like this, and I guess we'll take some partials.
ZVSA done almost the same. Sorry, Michael. ZVSA done almost exactly the same thing at its level. So let's just drop this down to a 1 minute here. Wow, that was a huge, 40 cents drop. Right, so my preferred, like my textbook would be this one now then. So after that initial drop that's acknowledged it, if we can work its way back up to 230 and hold, that would be really nice.
That's similar to Holo. If it can bounce to the 13, we can maybe try to look for adding more and then get the big move to the downside with full position.
I actually marked this up the wrong color. That should have been, but that's almost, if I was getting down into a kind of second chart or a tick chart, that was that move there, that move down and that push up, and as soon as that held and the money flow stopped, that's why I thought, there's a good chance this can hold now. But you're correct in the fact that if this halt does stop here and we go back for another look, that's just moved down a little bit now to 1330.
So I'm still holding NVIDIA, but only with 100 shares, and that's the issue here. Hopefully it will drop a little bit more. So the level is all the way down to the 784. So if it will drop down to 784, I can add a little bit more to that and maybe have a nice trade. Although it's starting to run, and NVIDIA could easily go, like $10, even more than that. So even with 100 shares, it's like $1,000 or more. So that could be also nice. And I'm so glad that I added on Holo just before the drop.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, that was a nice one. Just catch it a minute before, a millisecond before. So let's see.
Yeah, that was. ZVSA has just done. ZVSA just that attempt just failed. I was looking to short 230 there, and it just didn't tap into it. Let's see what that's gone. Let's see if it does it again. But that's sometimes, if it doesn't need it, it just spells more downside quicker. All right. Well, so let's put a little alert there, so I know if it does attempt to do that again. So Hollow, what time we got? So 51 past the hour and 31 seconds. So a minute to go on Hollow.
Market looks good to the downside for me. If it won't break through the 18,000, the Nasdaq, and if so, it could drop to 17,920.
Okay, so that's that channel I was talking. Yeah, didn't go and look. It looks for that second level. Didn't go and look for the benchmark on it, so it's come back down now. So yeah, let's see. Other side of the breaking out of that 10-minute channel that we had there. Hollow. Looking for Hollow now.
How long do we got?
You have about 20 seconds.
Here we go.
There it is. Opens. Yep. Right, backside of the sell side liquidity pool now. So can we get a push down to 11? Can we get a push down to 11 now? Okay, it's going to test higher. We're going to add to this.
We got to add to this.
So that's a VWAP play. Got buyers there at VWAP. So we've just moved down a tad for me. So now, literally 13 we can add. We need to see these VWAP players. See how far they can get, give them a chance, and then try and add at 13.
I got a level at 10.20. Maybe we can reach that later on.
That's the trouble with these. There's no, given what Hollow has done, if you look on the higher time frame, you said if this is backside, there's no way that can't continue. It literally come from $2 really effectively.
Yeah.
So if this is just another pop for the day, this could all day fade. It has done pretty much every day since. Every day it's popped, it's kind of done an all day fade. Let's see. Oops. That was a tick down, wasn't it? That was an odd tick down. Just checking VSA here as well. Oh. Okay, never mind. FRGT never got above that buy side that it broke, so still looking downside for that. Okay, here comes Hollow looking. So VWAP players getting paid at the moment. I'm looking 13. So this add-on will look for a little bit of rejection here. We'll get it in.
Okay, let's see. Go Hollow. Show us you holding the 13.
13 once. The problem here for me is 1350. Is that should I break a 1350 would spell like problems. Big problems. Big problems. All right, let's see what we've got. I haven't got the money flow coming in yet.
I will add more below 1280. Let's see. Again, that's aggressive, a bit aggressive. You can do that.
Okay, I'm going to...
Looks like it want to break.
50, that's it for me. That's it. If that's for me, that wants to be it right now. Otherwise, I'm in trouble, I think. I mean, you can't say, double top's a double top, but there's definitely should be a pool of sellers here right now, regardless of the double top.
I mean, on the setup, when I'm looking at the chart, it looks for me that you want to pop up the top and then do the drop, like maybe at around 15. But I'm hoping to see it drop. Okay, below 1280, I will add.
We do need that to drop.
Yeah,
we need a little flush down now, because otherwise the bidders are just holding this up every time. Okay, come on.
Added more, kind of aggressive.
Where's my last ad? I did add up here somewhere. One sec. $13.27. I've got $13.27 up there. I added to that. We'll find out if that was a good idea shortly. Okay. Time we got. Okay, on the hour. Just passed. Let's see if we can't get another play down. So
$2 down and I'm good.
10.45. 10.45. Thereabouts. All right. That 10.45 is going to take most of those buyers at VWAP out if we can get it. But right now, they feel like they're sitting pretty apart from. You've just held 50% of this bar. I'm thinking something completely different, but we'll see. The longer it stays up here, the less I like it, obviously.
Yeah. Should have dropped already.
So you should be doing. This is the difference. Look at what ZVSA has done at that same level, right? It pulled back. It tried to get to the sell side. It didn't, and then it's dumped in that many minutes. That's it. So 1, 2, 3 minute pause.
Yeah.
So that's a little concession before it continues that move.
Exactly.
Hollow.
And Hollow doesn't do that.
And Hollow is just pausing here, which to me indicates, effectively same setup, different ticker. The other ticker's played out really nice, and now
I'm gonna cover some of my. I added more, 300 more, so I'm gonna cover it if it will go above 1360. Just added.
Sorry, to add to the short, Michael.
No, actually, I'm gonna size down and basically cover the extra that I added a few minutes ago. If it will go above 1360.
You see the spread's gone 50. The spread's gone crazy.
Yeah, I'm gonna have some slippage here.
Okay, the spread just went out to like 30 cents. It's gone again. It's literally 82 to 17 at the moment, that spread. Okay, that's it. It's got to go now, because literally I'm doing micro. There's literally micro liquidity levels on the tick chart here. It's doing. If I go there to there, it's literally tapping into it each time. So that's favorable, but they get lower. So instead of kind of 13.50 now, I'm looking at 13.30's got a hold. Otherwise, I'm in trouble. So I'm just going to give this 13.30 level a chance. If not, I'm going to size down as well. I just want to size down on a spread that's about 5, not 15 or 20.
Yeah.
Okay. What am I going to do? Buy.
I will size down, and I want to give myself enough space for it to go to the 15, and I will still have the opportunity to short it from the top of that. So this is why I'm sizing down with a tiny loss, maybe. So I will have enough space to add more. Nvidia started to move nicely. Still with downward share. Yeah, it doesn't look good.
I'm covering literally 30% of my 40% of my size, 50% of my size. I'm out. Right, I'll add if we dump. If we reject this, I'll add. I close that trade right out. Literally for a scratch for about $20, whatever it was. But that is, if we pop up here and then slam off, then I'll get in again. If not, it's got legs to the ups. All right, here we go. So there's a little rejection there. Volumes off. Volumes off on this attempt, much lower than the first push. I don't have money flow coming in on the tape on this one either. I can see movement, but I don't see it's not as aggressive either. But it's just
we got to break through the 14. Got to break through the 14. Did we already? No, it's 14. Just to get everyone in and then drop the shares.
Yeah, so the VWAP traders are sitting happy right now. Half of them are going to want it to go to the moon, obviously. So we'll see if they get their resolution. If they don't, a quick snap down will take them all out. Okay. Here we go. ZVSA is getting the money flow as well. What's that? That's coming back. Okay, so that's the backside of benchmark one. So this may be a longer play now. But that pull now moves down with those lows. So it's almost a retest of that benchmark, but we're sitting up there at 220. If ZVSA could push, that could be a good sell entry. Have we got an order above? I don't have anything else below above that. Okay, so still pushing those highs. Sellers would look to defend 14 now, but I'd say that just the difference between the two there was clear.
I'm also looking at Tesla right now. Broke through a new high, looking pretty good to the downside. I'm just looking for the main resistance level and try to take that short. So I'm on an hourly chart. We do have this gap that is still open from pre-market, not from pre-market, that without the pre-market, if you're looking at around 199.90, so 200 round number. If it could push another $1 up, I will try to short it. Tesla, it looks pretty good to the downside from here, but the main resistance level is a buck above it. Carefully watching that.
Oh my God. Okay. Hollow, just gonna grab Hollow again. I'm gonna have another go at Hollow.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have another go.
Below the 13, I will add more.
Did you cover all your position?
No, I cover 80%.
Okay.
And then
that was a quick rejection off of that.
Yeah. Ooh.
Bad decision.
There's no bad decisions, only learning.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, come on. Yeah, DPZ dropped nicely from that resistance level. Wow, beautiful drop.
Did you take the dominoes?
No,
okay.
I didn't. Just mark the level, didn't take it.
All right, so now I feel like I'm holding buy side. That was a dip into the buy side there, like literally. Yeah.
Ali, on Walmart, it's a split basically. Yeah. Oh, No.
Yes, that 1280 level for me now. So that's negated. Let's see.
Did you buy the dip, Matar, on NVIDIA? Matar is saying he took his profit. Nice.
Come on. Right. If 1280 snaps, we could see our 11 if this works out. If this buyer's hold liquidity ball holds, then we are just being played, unfortunately. So let's see what we've got. So nothing else I'm hearing at the moment getting money flows. Are pushed now to 1280. Let's see if we can't get that. So I'll add 1280. Currently short from. Oh, my average is now 13. Come on, let's break this pool. Still down at 11. There that goes. There it goes. All right, we need to close below it. Need to close below it for me.
Yeah.
Come on, come on. Well, this has moved down. Right, there's a good retail buy here if it happens. So obviously, it would literally just be a red to green move on these moving averages. So if we get a close above there, so there's no there's no reason. We've paused at 14. Obviously, you had a level, I had a level for different reasons here at 14.
Yeah.
We know there's a bit of a buy where they've kind of been paid if they took their profits. This now looks to me like, a moving average retail play that is not a bad one, by the way, for a continuation necessarily. It's just whether they like to do it into the double top.
I'm going to short the Tesla. Going to do it right now. I took that, shorting Tesla. Just reached the major support resistance level as we talked about, 200. So let's see how it will play. I got NVIDIA in.
Oh, geez, that's a good level for me.
That's a good... which one? Holo?
No, for Tesla, what you just called out.
Yeah, Tesla,
I literally, as you said it, I took a look and look. Right there in that benchmark for Tesla from the pre-market.
Yeah.
So that I like that.
So let's see where we can add to that. Holo just doesn't want to break.
No, it's like I've as much as that level's there, when it takes this long, it's just shouting at you. You're on the wrong side, right? It's screaming at me. Okay, this is benchmark. Yeah, that is really nice. Look at that, just a couple of cents shy of 200. You got FOMO on that, Michael. I've got FOMO on Tesla.
Click the mouse key. But Tesla, she loved to place until it dropped, right? Mm-hmm. So we'll probably have some more opportunities here.
Yeah. Okay, 15. I really don't want this trade to go past the half-hour mark on this. I don't want it like 10:30 for me. I think these sort of plays get more 50-50. The edge just kind of disappears for me around that time on the small caps. What did Root do? Okay, yeah, Root. Oh, Root's on its way. Didn't I say that break was nice? FRGT. Yep, still looking at the backside of that pool. Only about 30 cents from where it came from, though. Okay. One more attempt at that 1280 level just occurred on hollow. Defended again. I want to see a crack of that.
Yeah, on Walmart Dart, on Walmart, that's a split of 3-1. So this is why you see the drop. And
okay, yes, defended well against 1280.
So what's the market is doing? Let's see that. Pushing higher. Actually, I expected it to drop before the bounce up. Still looking pretty good for me. If it could drop to the 17,920 or maybe even to the support level we talked about previously, that will be the perfect move for me to go in. Nvidia is pushing nicely to the upside. So that's my trade for today. Only 100 shares. But I'm just waiting to see if I can add more on Tesla. And maybe this tiny small cap can give me something as well today. I'm banking on that.
So is it nothing new for you on the small caps, right? You know why you go large caps, right? Nothing new for you today.
Yeah, it looks good. I mean, Holo does look okay. If it will break the 1280, we will probably get this push to the downside to 11,1070. We just need that push.
That's such a beautiful spike on Tesla. All right, let's go. Let's test this 1280 and break. I'm looking to break this now.
Like the price action wise, it looks pretty good to the downside on Holo. It's kind of aggressive, but still you can see the trends or the waves becoming weaker.
Yeah, certainly are. Come on, let's get that break. Mist is getting some money flow. Let's have a quick look at Mist. So I don't want to break this. Okay, there's a money flow on Mist. Well, let's take a look at 1280. There's Mist because benchmark one, benchmark two up there, 1280.
Where is your Holo?
Hello.
Yes, let's go, Holo. Nice move to the downside. Let's wait and see if it will reach the 1080, 11.
Okay, let's get 1280 back. Add some more in here. Ah, you're joking.
Yeah. Not easy.
Yeah, and this is why yeah, short sellers expect that dump, but they've literally got to go through each one of these levels here. Come on. Come on. I'm working hard. We're not getting paid right now on the downside.
Okay, let's have a look at the coin, Ali, you're asking. Let's check that in the meanwhile.
$217 on coin as a target. Just see what's in its way first. What is in its way? Yeah, for me, a break of 188.20 on coin. So it could see sell side liquidity up until that point. Not buy side, sorry. Sell side.
Okay. Nice move. Nvidia just reached 1,000 in profit, where maybe it could break the 800. Here we go, the dip on Holo. Another one trying to break the 12.
Come on. Come on, need to break these moves now. We just need that 11. Another $1 for me now, please. So 11 is my target on this. If we could get it. Real nice.
It's going to be a tough one here.
Cover it now.
Yeah.
Just a little pop down now. We'll take everybody out. Go on, Michael.
That's what we need. Yeah. 1180 going to be a tough one for it, right?
Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. But you've got those, those VWAP sellers, like I said, they were probably looking for new highs. They didn't get it. It felt very, very comfortable with the wire sitting here again. Another kind of retail entry sitting there. Anyone that did try and take that red to green move was kind of out of the game almost completely on the last push down. So the question is now, are they coming for the buy ball? So is this really a backside move right now is the question.
Yeah. I'm betting it will continue to the 11. Just another push to the upside, a tiny one, and we'll see the drop. But I don't really trade, small caps, so I don't really know how it works.
It's I just continue to track every swing on these small caps because every swing, has an area of liquidity, and that's why it kind of makes sense the more you play this through as to why sometimes you feel like you've gotten into a trade and it just stopped immediately. And it is all about timing and not waiting for that right level most of the time.
So I don't recall if we talked about coin, Ali, but if so, if not, so try to maybe short it at around 183. It looks good from here as well, but I would wait a little bit longer to reach 183.80 at around this area. Could drop from here, but the better one will be a little bit higher for me.
Yeah, I'd just be looking for those rejections and then pullbacks to confirm that rejection, I think, here. 1167, 1150, 1140 now on Holo.
Yes. Nice move. Let's go. Tesla is also working nicely. She's doing everything, but very slowly. Tesla. Not sure how much.
Just want this to flush. I just want this. Sorry, Michael. I just want this to flush right now. 50-cent flush if we can get this. What's the time? 25. I want to get before the half-hour mark. If we can get that flush, another 50 cents. While this momentum is here, I don't want this momentum to tail off.
Let's see if it can break it. I'm really stopping myself from covering the long on NVIDIA. It's trying to break through the 800 again. So we'll see how it goes. And Tesla, like I said, dropping nicely, but very slowly. I believe we will see the drop on Holo, and we can cover that at around 11. It's going to be a nice bounce. What else do you do, guys, at home? Tell us a little bit about your trading. What do you do? Here we go, the break of NVIDIA. Nice one. 801.
Wow.
Gonna move my stop loss, and that's it on NVIDIA. Started to look good. To reverse. I just love those big caps, you know.
I'm warming to them myself. It's
one day I will get you in.
It is like I drew this on this morning. I had a best execution sell at 804.60 and a buy at 787.50. There's hardly any heat at all on that.
That's it. I'm done with NVIDIA.
Perfect.
Very nice one from the bottom all the way to the top. Looking pretty good to the downside right now. So only with 100 shares, but still a very nice trade. Keep watching Holo and Tesla as well. Are we gonna have the drop?
In Holo, it's confirming kind of a retail red to green here, so I'd hopefully get some backing if we can close red here.
Let's see.
2-minute traders are going to have covered that, I think, but we'll see. Let's see if we can't get that final push down.
I'm still, I'm upset that we missed that trade on DPZ. It did work perfectly. The only reason, low volume. So it's a tough one. I mean, on the technical side, on the setup side, it looks pretty amazing, DPZ. But not a lot of volume, so it's kind of hard to short it. Great move, though.
Okay, watching now for this push coming into 2 minutes before the half hour. Can we get this drop in? A little 58-cent drop right now. Can we get it? Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 11:30. Here we go. Come on now. Come on. 20 cents. 20 cents. 15 cents.
You can do that.
I'll give you 10. I'm out. I'm out. Yeah. Long side, short side. Come on, Michael. Yeah, did you enjoy it?
Yes, very much. I'm still waiting for the drop.
It was slower than I wanted.
If it's not going down from here, it's a very dirty move.
Yeah, that's right.
We need it at 11 or 1090, 1080. I'll be happy to.
All right, okay. So I'm done with Holo for the morning. I'll see if we can get some lunchtime resting in this buy side liquidity area. If we work our way out of it, you could see another retest, but I'm really kind of backside on this. If they wanted to do any more to the day, it would have done it around the open for me, but I won't talk badly of a stock that run from $2 to $100 last week. Okay, so Root was, yes, that's I should have had that break too excited on Hollow, but the break of 17.20, they're still getting paid at $20. That's the short. Sound breaking both sell side liquidity pools at the moment. So that was the one that I did like because it had room to 5. How much momentum we got going on at the moment? Nice little consolidation area on that. That looks like one of Rose. Rocco's still on. Rocco, that's yours, surely. That's yours. Did you get that? Or was Soundhound not on the radar this morning?
For Tesla, you're asking Canoli on the target. So let's talk a little bit about that. First of all, coin. Ali, you spoke about that, or you asked about that. Moving higher to the 184, 183.80. So make sure you're watching that. Looks pretty good to the downside for me. That's a major resistance, and it did a nice move to the upside. So going back to Tesla, for me, if I didn't add enough to take my partial, right? But if I would have done that, then definitely this is a great place to take at least a partial, checking back to resistance. So that's a nice place. And also you don't see it melting down, like you just see it dropping nicely because of the market, but nothing too major. So unless we'll see a push down below 197.40, that will indicate that we can go all the way to the 196. That will be a nice place to take your partial, yeah. So I'm just waiting because I don't have a lot of shares in. If it will drop to the 196, I will start thinking of covering. Maybe I can add more if it will bounce again to the 198.50 and then hold resistance and then add more to that. But basically the move already happened. This is for you, Scott. What advice would you give to someone who wants to get into stock trading?
What advice would I give? So I think stock trading for me is all about stock selection. It's not necessarily, we can all draw. It doesn't matter what you trade, standard support and resistance, standard levels, or whether you're trying something a little bit more, like I do. I try and play the day as opposed to what's happened to the left side. But I think the stock selection is key. The catalyst is key. It's got to have a catalyst, or whether that's earnings or whether that's a small cap play with decent news. For small cap plays, I grade the news. If I think it's something that I've heard before that's already been released, I mark it down. So I have a grading system from 1 to 5. If a small cap stock has signed a contract, a real contract with Nvidia, Amazon, any of these kind of top names, then that's a number 1. Good earnings, you can say that's number 2. Phase 3 results on a pass, that would be a number 1 as well. So I grade those, and any stocks that are popping up on my scanner, I then look for those catalysts and only go with the biggest volume and the best catalysts. So that whittles everything down to like 3 or 4 stocks for me. And then from there on in, my strategy is always a predetermined level that I expect either to occur from pre-market or the prior session. That's how I work out my levels. And I just then listen. So I have a scanner that literally tracks the tape and how fast the flow of those orders on the tape are coming in. And if I come into my level and then I hear the tape speed up, then I'm more confident to go in. So that's kind of my recommendation. But for me, it's all about the stock selection.
Nice. So what do you think? We're going to see it in hollow? We got this beautiful 200 EMA on a 1 minute chart. It worked perfectly pre-market, then just before the pre-market, and then when the market opened, held it right on the dot.
Mm-hmm.
I believe we're going to see another dip to it as well. And you can see it also beautifully on the 15-minute chart. Also worked pretty nicely. The level that we talked about, and
you're right.
And the 200, everything correlate.
Yeah, it does. It's I'm just looking at it. Did we go into the 200 at all? Let's just check 30 minutes. Yes, I see. Was that Wednesday? So we went straight into that as well. Just looking at the same thing, Michael. There is that obviously this is not a 15-minute chart; it's a 30-minute chart. But I'm just, the 200 kind of generally gives some kind of entry here or there on most time frames. But yeah, it's a good one there. Hasn't gone for it again. It's up there at 17. I still think, given that stock, if it was going to break benchmark 2, for me, it should have done it on the open as opposed to this afternoon. But I'm not gonna say this is an all-day fader yet. I don't think. I do think it's got more on it. That 1 minute. Yeah, I do want to see it reside in this 10:30 to 11 area for me. But there's another short side play here, right? There's that one right there, that green to red move. Every time you see that, you get some extra volume to the downside. But time of day for me rules out anything more on this one.
Yep. Nice move, Canoli on PANW.
Yeah, I was just about to say the same thing. Congratulations.
No, looks good.
Yeah, so so just tracking these pools from pool to pool, so I know where the gap is on these. So when we went up from this morning, we didn't dip into this buy side liquidity pool. There was one from 11:13 to the first high that we did use. Now, if you look at where we are now, so that was that one sitting right there. So we used that. So that's just telling me that the money flows coming into each of these buy side pools. Then we had this area where sell side was kind of holding. It felt very uncomfortable. And then finally, we broke the buy side pool. Now, we were just like a tick, 5 cents off of this 11 that I was looking for. But as much as I think, this still looks backside for the day now, regardless of what I think, I'm still checking every swing that's happening. And right now, I can see that a buy side liquidity pool just held. So I don't have to draw them all the time, but that's generally what my thesis, and that determines for me what way the market's going. So right now, I know at the minute, this is the first time since our drop that buy side liquidity has started to take hold. And that's what you normally get before, at this time, going in and now going into lunch as well. Yeah. Is you can get trapped between a buy side and a sell side. So yeah, these are so tight. But yeah, that's all I do is try and track that. Higher highs, higher lows, any way you want to do it. But it's just to keep an eye on those swings, and the swings tell you what the market's doing.
Speaking of what the market is doing, so Nasdaq is on a 1 minute chart. We reached that resistance level, trying to break. Basically, we're ranging, right? There's nothing to it today. Looks better to the downside. And like I said, and I will probably repeat myself for the next few days, this is where I want to go in. This is a nice trade. That could be a nice trade if we're reaching this level, but the main level is this one for me. So I would love to see the market dropping and try to buy it, either Nvidia, Tesla, or the market like the Qs, for example. And generally speaking, looks pretty good to the upside after that dip or before that dip, but still got room to the upside for me.
Yeah, I thought I was taking a look at those that semiconductor kind of SOXL as a potential indicator right now as to whether or not we will see further downside, because I think everyone can expect a healthy correction of that market right now in any case, given Nvidia. So from Friday's move down, I can see that I've just tacked into that sell side liquidity pool that's rejected there again. And if I'm looking now at today's kind of data from the open, we've just used our intraday liquidity pool as well there. So if we can start to fade off that again, you know, that's going to be a driver for the NQ obviously to follow suit as well, given the stocks that are in that kind of ETF. And there you go, AMD doing a similar thing. How's Tesla doing? Oh, okay, so
I think we saw that the move on Tesla, the one that we saw from 200 to 197-ish, was the move basically of the day.
Yeah.
Nvidia was right on the dot, dropped from the 801.
Okay, I'll be looking for some rejection into the, if I see some rejection in this 199, excuse me, 199 area, I wouldn't mind taking Tesla on that. But again, time of day is going to have an impact on that, looking at that now, because I can see that we are, yeah, again, I'm going to be trapped here as far as I'm concerned. So I'm just going to look out for that. Okay. Already added Tesla at 98.10.
That's a nice one, but a risky one, I gotta say. In most cases, when Tesla is doing the move, like the reverse move, then in most cases it will do that. You know, it will start moving rapidly to the other side. And in that case, Tesla just did like a nice pullback, but not. You don't see the sellers coming in. Hopefully we will, but
so you're saying when the sellers come in, you see more of this type of movement than you do this type of movement?
Yeah, you know, even if you're looking at Holo, right, and comparing both, obviously they're not the same, but comparing the move side on Holo comparing to the move side on Tesla, just the drop basically. So the drop on Tesla was very light, right? A lot of green candles. The red candles were pretty tight, and you see the banana shape, like the angle of the drop.
Yeah.
Comparing to all of where it actually just melted down with nice chunk of like big bars. So you can see it. There's not a lot of sellers. Great area to short it, but not a lot of sellers to push it aggressively to the downside.
Okay, let's see if there are any here. What else have we got? Let's have a little look at what we had. So Luna, you was looking at, wasn't you, Michael?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think there was much on there for me apart from sell side Paul that was sitting here. That would have been a kind of a nice short, but
I thought about shorting
we wanted nine.
The 730 was a key level for me, but I had 670 at the bottom where it stopped, and so basically didn't have a lot of space to work with it. So like 60 cents, obviously it's a lot for a $7 stock, but I rather have wider range.
Yeah, gotcha. I think by the time we got to that 730, I got exactly the same. Yep.
Coin looks pretty good to the downside. Broke through the resistance level, but reached the 186 and dropped below the resistance at 183.80. So currently it looks pretty good to continue to the downside for me. Maybe to the 180. So roughly $3.
So would you literally be comfortable shorting coin now, or are you more happier that if you had have been working into this position as it kind of went from 182 to 186?
No, so I'm good on shorting it right now.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, Mara is also getting tired, as you said, and also Mara, similar to coin on that matter. Just need to see what's the levels on Mara.
Same.
Yeah.
It's going to be the same. It's coin. Just tapped in. So remember when I draw these, it kind of it seems like they're big zones, but they are three liquidity providers. So there's specific levels. I just join them up because sometimes you get the push in and a rejection bar, but that level would remain valid for me for another push up to kind of 29, and then almost another push up for 29.50 before that. The level just seemed good as hold, and we could close below it. So I just tend to look up on. It's different with the small caps, but on the higher, on the bigger cap stocks, and crypto is similar to small caps. But if I could see a 15-minute rejection candle like that, preferably as opposed to a 2-minute candle rejection that I might look at on the actual small caps before I get in. But if we done it again and we continued up and then another rejection off, perhaps a bigger bar into it and a rejection off, I'd still be happy to short that as well.
Yeah, I got on Mara, I got 29, 29.20. I got a level there, so if it could reach that, that might be a nice one. I'm going to close Tesla if it will go to break even. I don't want to lose on that trade. Maybe later on that day, we will have another chance. I see Olo trying to drop, and I got Hunger shares in coin. I want to add more. Maybe if it can reject the 183 again, I will add just a tiny bit more on coin. So let's see how it plays. Waiting for Holo to drop and give us the big profit. Yeah, can only about what you're saying on shorting stocks. Just make sure the market is strong, right? But if you're trading stocks in play, those in most cases won't be affected by the market. At least the first hour of the day won't affect them, even if the market will push higher. So just try to take those stocks that are not correlated with the market, and if so, try to analyze the market, and when it's pulling back, you can go short on a strong on a weak, basically, the ticker. Okay, I'm closing Tesla. I mean, it's a shame because it was a nice trade, but I'd rather have it in full size.
We'll see about root there. Looks it's quite a decent top accumulation pattern that it's doing at the moment on roots, but I've still got higher levels for it to go to, but not necessarily today. But yeah, again, maybe after lunch.
Yeah. So after lunch, keep an eye on Tesla again, and Mara and Roku. Coin. Those definitely will give us some nice moves. And of course, Holo. Who knows?
Yeah. So you still holding? Did you take a partial, Michael, on Holo? Or
I didn't.
You're still all in from from adding at the top. Nice.
Yeah. I don't know if it's nice or not. We'll see about that.
Yeah, it's just I think it'll play out. It's just what it does through lunch. That's the problem.
I'm going to work with the 200 EMA on the 1 minute chart. So right now at 11:13, if it will drop to this level, I'm gonna take my partials. So basically, roughly the lows of like the previous low.
75 to 56.
Nice one, Meitar on Tesla. Don't forget, every trade that you make, every profit, 10% goes to me.
So I'm just looking to see if that coin level can hold this 185.40 area. I think I'll short some as well.
Let's go. Tesla tested that 200 again. I'm just waiting for the market. Like you said, cannoli, that's 60 cents range on the Qs. So no decision making currently. Nice.
I just got taken in at 183.75 on coin.
Yep.
CLDI's got money flow. Oh, okay. So this is a play from Friday. CLDI 173 to 178 is currently getting money flow on the tape. Very, very close to its benchmark number 2. So again, time of day on this. I'll have a look at CLDI. Oh, there you go.
Nice.
About to say I'll wait for a little pullback, but yeah, it's it was so close there. 168 to 173.
Ooh, that's
nice. How you want a short to play out. That's it. That's exactly. Yeah, that's exactly what's been happening. Like you should normally see this about an hour ago, but at the moment, this is what's happening in pre-market for us. Like it's literally since Jan, they've just been doing this in pre-market. But that is exactly what these benchmark levels can put out. It's like a nice drop like that. You literally touch and then say goodbye to it as soon as it got there. Okay, never mind. That's literally 50% of its over 50% of its range today. It's back now. 1,000 shares of that would have been nice.
Yep. Okay. So yeah, keep an eye on those stocks that we talked about. Ooh, CLDX, what a move.
Perhaps you do it again tomorrow. I enjoyed having company on small caps today, though, Michael.
Yeah, definitely.
It was good.
You know,
we'll do the reverse.
Yeah, you already traded Tesla a few times, so I gotta give it back. You know.
I appreciate it. Okay. So I just think it's down to you guys really to give us a like and a subscribe. That would be lovely. I'd appreciate that. Wouldn't you, Michael?
Yeah. No doubt. Here we go. Guys, we hope you enjoyed it today. Like always, tomorrow, 9 Eastern time. Make sure you come ready.
Yep, we're back tomorrow. So thanks, everybody. Hope you made some money along with us today. We've done quite well, especially called the top on. So trading up to hollows. Higher and down from it, so all good there. So we will see you all tomorrow, same time, same place. See you then.
Take care, guys.
Bye now.